Let's talk about useRef. Let's go to code sandbox.io. Create a React application, and now we have a React application. What's useRef? Well, useRef is just like useState, but it doesn't reload your component. That means it doesn't update your component, and that's very important. That's probably one of the major differences between useRef and useState. But how can we use useRef? Well, let's say you have a variable called count, name it like, which is a useRef, and the initial value is 0. Let's show count. It seems like it's not happy with our okay, we have not imported useRef, so import useRef from React. Let's see if that solves the problem. Yeah, so objects are not valid as a React child. That's because useRef has a property called current, which we have to use it to see it is value. The value is here, current. Now, for example, we say if the component is updated, update the useRef, like, okay, we say count.current equals to count.current plus 2. Whenever the component mounts, which means working, change the 0 to 0 plus 2. Now let's say if it works, now it's 0. However, how do we mount this component? Let's use useState. First input type equals text. Now we have this input. Let's use useState. Const text set text equals useState, and first it's empty. Let's just bring in useState as well. Now the value should be text, which is empty, but on change we say set text to e.target.value. Now we've discussed like useState for a long time in our course. Now this use effect should trigger whenever we change this, and when we do, like, you see this change. Now this updated your component useState, but the change in useRef didn't. Now there is another use case to mark an HTML element. So this is the second use case of useRef, which I heard most developers like use it this way, but let's just change everything here, and we have an h1, for example, h1. We say ref. Now every JSX element have this ref attribute which you can use. We say the ref is equal to, let's heading ref, something like that, but we don't have heading ref, so we say const heading ref equals to use ref, something like that. Hello, the initial value is hello. And now we don't have anything in our application, and if we say goodbye, it shows goodbye. But how to show the value of this? Well, we say heading ref dot current, then it has to show objects are not, well, this is not an object, yeah, hello. And if we change it to goodbye, goodbye. Now, how do people use it? Well, they use it to change this. For example, let's say const text set text was useState this, and whenever we change the text, we change this, something like that. And heading ref dot current equals to hello, something like that. So if we create now, when this component mounts, it changes it to this, and if we change it to Apollo or anything that we want, whenever this component mounts, it changes to that. So this is simply to mark this HTML element and manipulate it as, attributes. And the first use case is just to use it as a state change which doesn't render your opponent, your component.